My people wonder they say shall never end. According to information reaching us right now, allegedly they said Adetutu exposed Ebony's deepest secrets that shocked everyone. Something they said that made Ebony to start begging for forgiveness, that it was out of jealousy and everything. According to the information, they said Adetutu said she's not going to share the king with Ebony due to the fact that Ebony's heart is very dark. That she does not have a good heart. She's a bad person. She's not that one person that you would want to share a man with. Especially when they are doing the same thing. Because you know that Igbi's case and the Ebony's case is different. Igbi is not doing all this calabash thing that gives Ebony relevance in the palace. So the reason it was looking like Ebony will go extra mile to hurt Adetutu is because Adetutu have replaced Ebony. They say most of the rituals that they do right now in the palace, that the king prefers Adetutu doing it for him than Ebony. So, and all this while they have been preparing for marriage between the king and Adetutu. As a matter of fact, they said they have done the first wine carrying, the second wine carrying. It was around 2 days ago that they wanted to go and pay the bride price. You know that the moment bride price is paid, the marriage is now official. Of which, without bride price, you are just wasting time with the person. Now, they said Adetutu said she wasn't going to marry the king because, okay, unless Ebony leaves that marriage, because according to her, she cannot share the marriage with Ebony due to the kind of person that Ebony is. So this has caused so much problem in the palace. Then they said Ebony's family said that it is a slap on their daughter's face that if Adetutu said, oh, I don't want to marry the king, it's a different case altogether. But saying that she doesn't want to marry the king because of Ebony, it is something that they should find out why. You know, why would Adetutu want to rubbish Ebony in the face of the king and everyone like that? So that is how they said Ebony's family went to see Adetutu's family. They said they went to see the head of Adetutu's family. They call him Soko Agba. Soko Agba. Is it Soko Agba? Be Soko Agbe of the family. So when they went to see, when Ebony and her family went to see that Soko Agbe, which is the head of the family in Adetutu's family, they said Adetutu and her grandmother, they have gone for child dedication, abi child naming ceremony. So when they go for that child naming ceremony, Ebony and her family did not meet them at home, but they met with the head of their family. So while they are discussing, having some discussions with the head of the family, they said about 1 hour later, information got to the Soka Agba that the Adetutu and her grandmother have come back to the house. So when that information got to him, he sent for them, you know. So when he sent for them, they said the moment Adetutu saw Ebony, because they came to answer the man, not knowing the actual reason. So when they got there, she went there with her grandmother. On getting there, they saw Ebony. They said Adetutu was surprised. Why would Ebony come here? What is her problem? So it's not enough for all that she have been doing. Why then she going to report her to their head of the family? Because you know that is a report. So when she got there, they said the Sokagbe asked her and her grandmother to sit down. That these people brought complaint, that's Ebony and her family, that they brought complaint how Adetutu have rubbished Ebony in the palace, how Adetutu wanted to throw Ebony out of her marriage, that she have labored so much to be in, that she have done a lot of things to be in. So they say Adetutu was like very surprised because Ebony started by, because they asked Ebony to repeat what she told the Soko Agbe, and Ebony started saying that if Adetutu said that she doesn't want to marry the king, that is not a problem. But the problem is Adetutu saying that she doesn't want to marry the king because of Ebony. because Ebony did this, Ebony did that, that is unacceptable. That why would she want to tarnish Ebony's image like that? So the moment she repeated everything that she have told the head of the family of where Adetutu comes from, they said Adetutu smiled. After smiling, that was how they said Adetutu told Ebony that she is going to say it over and over again. And as long as she is in that marriage, that Adetutu will not marry the king. And Ebony was like, but you have been doing most of the rituals that the king, a wife does for the husband. You have been doing it for the king. Why won't you marry the king? Because you want to implicate me, you want to push me out, and all of that. That is how Adetutu now told Ebony that swear before the Soko Aba, that is that head of the family, that you did not drop something on the floor for me to march on and be infected with a dark, very sick illness. That they said the Adetutu quoted the date and the time and the event when Ebony dropped that thing. That she wanted to go. There was this occasion that she wanted to attend with the king. And Ebony knew that she was going to pass that place that day and that time. Because Ebony have seen her approaching, Ebony dropped that substance. And when she came there, she noticed that that is meant for her. And she even saw, they showed her when Ebony was dropping that thing. And Ebony's reason was to afflict her with a strange illness, an illness that will keep her indoors, so that Ebony will be doing those things that she's doing. They said she asked Ebony to swear before the Sokaba that she did not do that. That if only she will swear that everything, that she is ready to apologize and do whatever they want her to do. They said Ebony was speechless. For more than how many minutes Ebony was speechless. They said even elders from Ebony's family started asking her, is it true? Did this thing happen? Everyone was asking her. They said she kept quiet. And after some minutes, knowing that her quietness is not an answer, that was how they said Ebony went on her knees, begging Adetutu to please forgive her and do not let the king know about it. And that was how they said Adetutu said to the elders that came with Ebony and her own family members that, look, this is just a little of what Ebony has been doing to her. That did they know that Ebony manipulated her spiritually for her to say no to the king, that she doesn't want to marry the king. But her saying that she doesn't want to marry the king is not because of what Ebony did, but it's because she doesn't want to share the husband with the king. And she knew that the king wouldn't want her to leave because of Ebony. And they say Ebony's tear increased, begging Adetutu to please save her, that she shouldn't bear more grudges, that she should forgive her and all of that. And they said every one of them was shocked. Because if you see the way they said Ebony's mouth was running, that Adetutu did this, Adetutu did that, you might be thinking that, oh, Adetutu really did it, not knowing that she knows what she is saying. So that is what we are hearing if the information is true. I want to remind you that these are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless we verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you.